everybody, welcome back. Sport Federation TV today, and of course we talk about sport in the Western Cape. Nice to have you along with us. There's been quite a lot of activity, and it does look like the sun is shining a little bit. We're getting out of winter, so we're seeing a different type of sports activity. Of course, also recently it was school holidays, and lots of various teams in the province had national championships. One of the big championships that we had in the province was, of course, Transplant Sports. Back in studio with me, Rensha LaRue, president of Western Cape at Transplant Sports and the host of the National Transplant Sports Games. Rensha, welcome back.
Thank you for having me again, JP.
Right, so we spoke to you just before, and it was all systems go. It was all preparation, all the different codes. Now you're back. How did it go?
I think it went well. Yeah, we hosted 13 different sport codes over 2 days. I always say if everyone got a chance to do their sport code and nobody got injured, no serious injuries, then yeah.
So you had athletes then all over the province. I mean, it's quite a unique event because it's not like a lot of sports. It's one venue, one code. You got multiple codes, multiple venues. But let's just start at the beginning. Was everybody happy to arrive and shake hands? Because it's quite a social thing with you guys.
Yeah, it is a social thing. Yeah. So the registration was at the hotel at 1 o'clock last week, Thursday. And it was amazing, especially I stood one side waiting for the people to come and register. And you see as they come into the hotel and they see familiar faces, new friendships were made. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, and of course, the one thing that binds all of you guys together is that all of you have had a transplant.
That's correct, yes. And this time around, we also had donors that participated.
Oh, donors as well?
Yes, we had 6 donors. From all over South Africa, one from Western Cape that participated.
Well, is that unique?
They've had it before, and they allow it at the World Transplant Games. And whatever they allow in the World Transplant Games, we try to do it at our national games as well.
Is there a connection between the donor and the recipient?
So we did have, I can think of one,
where
the donor and the recipient ran the 5K road run.
Together?
Yes.
That's unbelievable. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Story, yeah.
It is amazing.
So tell us a little about the sport codes itself. Are you happy with the standard, first of all, before we talk about that? Like, how good were the guys? Because we heard you guys were just training and training and training.
Yes. Yes, I think the standard was high. There is always people that come and that try to break an SA record or do better than they did the previous games. So yeah, I know it wasn't made publicly yet, but I know a few SA records were broken.
And you started off on the day one with the registration and more formalities, and then the Saturday was the real competition.
Yes, Thursday was the registration. Oh, right. On Friday was 12 sporting codes all over Cape Town, and the Saturday was just the track and field at Kutsenberg in Stellenbosch.
So Saturday was only track and field. And the Friday then, darts, archery, swimming, athletics, cycling?
That's correct. Table tennis, 10-pin bowling, patang, yeah.
Which was the big one? Was there any code that was like the favorite, had more entries than the other?
There was quite a few cyclists, quite a few golfers, patang players as well. Like table tennis, we only had 2 players. At the badminton, only 1. Yeah. So there is sport codes that is less, but I think cycling, golf, was the big ones.
The amazing thing also that you told us before was that the other sport codes, athletics, darts, those other federations, that they facilitated and helped you guys with the process.
Yes, it was just awesome. I could just put a message out there, I need help with officials for darts, and someone stepped forward. So yeah, we are very fortunate in the Western Cape. The other federations took our hand and helped us.
And then on the Saturday, you guys had a banquet dinner. That must have been a highlight for you.
Yeah, it was. It was well attended. The hall was full of people. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. And you had the Minister Ricardo McKenzie. He also came to your event over the weekend.
Yes, he was our guest speaker at the gala dinner on Saturday evening. Very fortunate.
That's a nice occasion to have Western Cape government as well there. They were, of course, one of your big partners.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So what comes next for you guys now? What's next on the cards for Transplant Sports?
So the selection committee sat last night, and now we need to decide who qualified, who has extra opportunity to qualify, and then we all need to re-qualify by the beginning of December. And then there's also fitness tests and training camps that need to be done before the final team will be announced.
And is that the final team, what, for the World Championship?
That's correct,
Oh,
yeah.
right,
That
okay.
will participate at the World Transplant Games,
Yeah.
which will take place in Dresden in August next year.
So that's all systems go now for the next big competition.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
So other than that, is it back to business as usual? I mean, have you got other competitions coming up? Do you continue with social activities, the drive for people to join transplant sports?
Yes, we have to do the drive, continue with social events, and then obviously our athletes need to keep on training hard. You can't slack down now.
Yeah. Rensha, you of course personally took part in this. We see you doing javelin. You've taken a bit of a shift. Have you always been doing javelin?
No, I've always been doing javelin. So yeah, I did 5 sporting codes on Saturday.
So track and field is still your priority.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I will stick
How
with
were you able to actually do your own sport code and do all the organizing at the same time?
It was a bit difficult with the training beforehand, but my mission was just to be within qualifying standards, and I know that I've got to put a lot of hard work in from now on.
Were there other organizers also that were organizing and competing and doing both?
Yes, like Vivian was also on the local organizing committee, Michelle, so yeah.
And for the guys like Lloyd Perry, for example, he's a seasoned campaigner, been getting lots of medals. Is this also for him like a stepping stone? Make sure things go well so that the nationals and the world champs are on track?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Lloyd is a star.
Rensha, just tell me now, you guys from a provincial point of view, do you now interact with the other provinces? Do they also have transplant sports as actively as you are in the Western Cape?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal and Eastern Cape, they are very active. Some of the provinces a little bit smaller than our provinces, but very active.
At the competition, was there any sort of tension, like Gauteng against Western Cape or Gauteng's taking on KZN?
There's a lot of banter between the athletes, but no, we assist each other. If someone comes to you and say, how do you do this, then we help each other. No, we are one family.
So who took the most medals?
No, we didn't give medals out, so we only gave participation medals to each athlete that participated.
Okay, so yours is a participation sport. That's quite amazing.
Yes.
Of course, the most important thing that we have to remember here is that if somebody has had a transplant, the world of transplant sports is open for them. That's still what we're trying to promote, right?
Absolutely. And I always say there's a sporting code for everyone.
Yeah.
There's a more active sport codes like the track and field swimming. And there's the more other sport codes like darts. Not that I say it's not active, but it's not running.
Yeah.
But
there's a rule, right? On contact sports, you don't do contact.
We don't do. No, not at all.
So of course, if anybody wants to get hold of you, if I got it right, transplantsports.org.za, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
All right, you can sign up there, people can get involved.
Absolutely, and if they sign up there, then we get notifications at our different regions that a member from Western Cape or Eastern Cape has signed up.
All right. Well, we leave it at that. Congratulations on an amazing event. Fantastic pictures that we've seen here. And we can't see what comes next.
Thank you so much, JP.
There we go, folks. Western Cape Transplant Sports, of course, flying the flag high. And if you want to find out how to get involved with transplant sports, then just a reminder, transplantsports.org.za. Get involved. So if you've had a transplant sports, the world of sport remains open for you. Folks, we'll take an ad break. When we come back, we'll carry on talking to you about sport in the Western Cape. Don't go away.